So I just started stitching and I'm noticing my thread or the satin stitching is not very smooth. See how it's nice and smooth on this little middle part of the F and then the right up here, and then it's got really kind of jaggedy along the edge. What you're actually seeing, if you get really close, that is bobbin thread getting pulled to the top side. And I see this so often and people ask us, oh, it's awful, I'm seeing my bobbin thread, what do I do? Simple thing, all you need to do is reduce the top tension. Maybe there's something that is actually getting pulled, maybe your thread is kind of hooked around something and it's pulling to the top side, especially if it's been working fine and then now it's not. For me to actually get this, I had to increase the top tension. So I had something to show you because everything was pulling to the back side just fine. See how it looked just fine? See where right now where it's all white here? You're supposed to see some of the color from the top on the back side. See right here at the middle part of the F? That is perfect. See right here? That's what we are looking for, where the stitches are pulled to the back side. No white is showing at the top side. So what you're wanting to do is come over to your set menu and adjust your tension. Well, I had to make it tight to show you, so of course I'm going to take it back down. I think I can't remember what we were at. We were somewhere in the 2 area. But it's okay. After you use the machine for a while, you will find yourself needing to reduce this tension down because everything in the bobbin gets loosened up, especially if you haven't had your machine serviced for a while. You're going to find that when you embroider, you're going to always need to reduce your tension. You start reducing a little here, and then next time you have to reduce it 2 more times, and so forth, until you realize you have to reduce it so much to get a good look. It's time to get your machine serviced. What they'll do is tighten everything back up in here, and then that will reset kind of the top tension so you don't have to loosen it as much. But as soon as you have bobbin thread showing, you need to stop the machine. It will not fix itself. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to go ahead and just start over. Let the machine embroider over the top of this. It will not make a difference. It will make it just a little bit heavier, but only if I told you that I had stitched that F twice will it ever really be noticed compared to the rest of the letters that I plan on stitching. We went ahead and used the functions to back up the little needle with the bouncing stitches minus and backed up to where things kind of started to go wrong. And we just went ahead and stitched over it, and look how pretty it is. No more bobbin thread showing on the top. Make sure that if there's any place that just doesn't look right to you, go back. You can fix it before you take your fabric out of the hoop. Remember, you can always go stitch by stitch, forward or back, or color by color by touching the plus or minus spools on these function buttons.